Look at you. I changed my belief system. I can sit up here and say, man, I believe that y'all gonna be successful all day long. Will that make you be successful? I can say I believe that you have what it takes to get it done. Because I believe that everybody is given what they need to be able to warrant success. Because I believe that every human being on the face of this earth deserves success. I believe that every human being has what it takes. It's just that they don't believe that they have what it takes, and that's why they never access it. That's why they never use it. Because what they got, they say they need more. Like, brother, look at what you got and utilize what you got. But what I hear a lot of times is, I ain't got this. I ain't got that. And because they talking about everything that they don't got, guess what? The little bit that they do got, what happens to it? They lose it. The belief. But see, they was taught to believe that you ain't got what it takes. But they have adopted that belief. So right now, you can make the decision and say, man, the belief system that I got is not working for me. The belief system that I have formed, it is a belief system that was formed out of lies. It was formed out of a broken place from somebody else. That means that somebody else was insecure. Somebody else told you that, man, you know what? You can't do that because I wasn't able to do that. And then they tell you like you are them. Like their limited beliefs is transferring over to you. And you have accepted that person's limiting beliefs, but it is your responsibility to say, no, I reject that information. I'm going to get different information to form a belief that works for me. And that's you. That's your responsibility. I changed my belief system. And that's why I can do monumental things. I'm talking about, man, this stuff is like next level. It's unheard of. I've been home for 14 and a half years. When I came home, I said, man, you know what? Hey, I want to go ahead and rent at Lakewood because I came home. I came home to the halfway house in Cleveland, Ohio. I said, man, you know what? I want to go to Lakewood, and that's a nice community. And when I tried to go rent at Lakewood, the landlord told me, I'm telling you, the brother over here with the 3.83 GPA, the administrative office technology, the Spanish, they see mucho, pero traigo mucho a la mesa. That brother told me, he says, Carlos, man, you don't fit here. Did you see your background? We're not about to rent to you. You got to go rent over there in the projects. I said, cold-blooded. I got the job to support the rent. I'm willing. And you gonna tell me that I don't have what it takes to stay in this type of community? They say, man, no, our neighbors, they are not used to your type. I said, okay, cool. But guess what I did have? I had a belief system that believed that I was more than that. So what did I do? I said, man, that's cool. I went on ahead and I ain't gonna tell you I just went to the suburbs and just laid at somebody's house. No. I went to 30th and Carnegie in Cleveland, Ohio. Right across from the 30th Projects. I rented me a one-bedroom apartment. It was $475 a month, and I had to pay $475 for the security deposit. And I said, man, I'm going to go ahead and stay here. Now, when I was there, it was crazy because roaches was everywhere. I was fighting with the roaches, and they was aggressive. They wasn't a regular type of roaches. They was roaches that was aggressive. And I used to tell my people, like, man, these roaches, man, they terrible, man. They jumping on me. They doing all kind of different things. You need to come in and see for yourself. I remember I told my brother that, and I brought him upstairs. I said, man, look, see, watch what they do. And they ain't come out. I said, man, how there ain't no roaches out? He's like, no, you tripping, man. You got a nice little bachelor pad. I said, man, no, I don't, man. Like, there's roaches everywhere. And then when he left out of the apartment, it's like they came out. And they was like, man, you talking to people about us? Don't nobody know about us but us and you. You tripping, brother. You better get your act together. I said, man, y'all tripping, man. Like, so the roaches were terrorizing. So even though the roaches was terrorizing me, I believe that all of that was a part of the process. And I was content in my place. Now, just because I was content don't mean that I didn't aspire to do more. I was content because I understood that it was a part of the process. So I paid the rent, I did what I was supposed to do, and guess what? I moved to Columbus, Ohio. After I left there, I moved to Columbus, Ohio a couple of months later, and when I moved to Columbus, Ohio, I got with my soon-to-be wife, then we ended up getting a divorce, but I got with her then, and then we ended up going to where? In a suburb, and guess what we did? We bought a house, because if they ain't gonna rent to me, I'm going to establish my credit, got my work history, 2-year work history, and I bought in the place that they said I couldn't be. I'm like, y'all gonna have to deal with me, because I gotta believe that I'm gonna stay where it's comfortable for me.